water, a clear, colorless, odorless, and tasteless liquid, H2O, essential for most plant and animal life, and the most widely used of all solvents. A resource being used faster than it can be replenished. You might find this surprising since 71% of the Earth is covered in water. Consider this.
There's a fixed amount of water on the Earth's surface and under the Earth's surface for us to use. Unfortunately, most of it is in a form that we can't use. The oceans cover 97%, 98% of the world's waters held in the oceans. Of the roughly 2.5% that is fresh water, 90% of that is in glaciers, ice pack, and snow. Unavailable for us to use. So we're actually really using only a small fraction of the water that's available on the Earth that's of high enough quality to actually use for drinking water.
Even at St. Olaf, we use water every day for cooking, drinking, laundry, cleaning, brushing our teeth, showering, and more. But how does it get to us?
Where does the water come from? You sort of stare around campus and all of a sudden if you've done some exploring, you notice there's this big water tower hanging out nearby. And then you've got these two big white tanks also nearby and you're like, well, what's up with those? So we get water from the city of Northfield. And Northfield actually has 4 wells that are about 400 feet deep into the 2 main aquifers in this region, which is the Jordan Aquifer and the Prairie du Chien system. Think of an aquifer as an underground sponge, and so there's water filled between sort of the air spaces between rocks underneath the earth. That's sort of the structure that we get our water from. Water is pumped up, it's purified and processed a little bit, and then you ship it to tanks for it to be stored and then distributed from there all around the city through underground piping.
Let's take a look at water consumption at St. Olaf and see how much water we consume through showers alone. Doing a little research, we discovered that the average St. Olaf student takes 6 showers per week, each shower lasting an average of 11 minutes. This totals to 66 minutes of showers per student per week. We tested a number of showers on campus to find their flow rate. On average, St. Olaf showers have a rating of 1.9 gallons per minute. Putting the numbers together, the average St. Olaf student uses 125 gallons of water per week. This equates to, in a year, the student body using 13 million gallons of water, enough to fill over a dozen water towers. So why is this data important? How does it affect us? And why should we be worried about preserving this precious resource?
So this is the magic, right? It goes and disappears down the drain, never to be seen again. And actually, it is to be seen again. And in Northfield, it's seen in the Cannon River. And we actually pipe it from those drains and homes and businesses, the showers in Skoglund or the showers in Ran, all come to a central wastewater processing facility in Northfield. The objective of that plant is to take that wastewater and remove the amount of what we'll call plant nutrients from it and bacteria. And you want to remove that because in the 50s, 60s, and 70s we discovered that there were some problems with just dumping poorly treated wastewater into surface waters and lakes, rivers, and streams. You had all these algal blooms, the algae died, the decomposers came in, used up all the oxygen in the river system, which means the fish and the aquatic life died, and all of a sudden you had dead zones. It costs money to treat water to make it high enough quality for you to drink. And so there's a whole piece of embedded water processing that goes into there. So the fewer things you actually throw back into the surface water system, the less work you have to do to actually purify it.
What can we do on a campus level to preserve water? Here's one solution. If we as a campus cut just 1 minute from our showers, we could save over 1 million gallons of water, a water tower's worth, or 16 million glasses of pure drinking water. You might ask why this is important to us. In a city abundant with water, such as Northfield, what's the significance of practicing its conservation?
You're all not going to live here after St. Olaf. Most of you will go out and live in some other community. You need to sort of develop ideas and habits of mind and body that actually can be transferred to other places that help you realize and utilize the preciousness of the resources around you and help then other people understand those resources along those same sort of value systems.
Our Earth's fresh water supply is finite, and without mindful consumption and environmental attentiveness, we risk limited availability in the future. Even here at St. Olaf, we must be proactive so that we will be prepared to conserve water for a growing population